Sup, YouTube? This is Slide 8 Fry here. I'm not always doing reaction videos, and you can see I got another haircut. Kept the top long, cut the sides off a little more, so it's eventually I'll actually grow out my hair completely. Even with my current job, I'm allowed to have my hair grown out. I just have to tie in a bun and wear a hair tie if it gets long enough. So far, I haven't needed to do that because it hasn't gotten long enough. Anyways, this reaction video is because Nostalgia Critic uploaded a review to the Peanuts movie, and the video is just a little bit less than 8 minutes long, so perfect. I saw the Peanuts movie in theaters when it first came out at the time. I forget what year it was, but I enjoyed it, and hey, I'm from Santa Rosa. We love the Peanuts gang here. We have a variety of different custom-made Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Lucy, and Woodstock statues all over town and the other various cities within Sonoma County. Charlie Brown statues, Santa Rosa. And I just gained a subscriber. Yeah. They're all over the place. This is in downtown. This is in the Santa Rosa Square. I actually tried to take a picture with that one there, where I was sitting next to her, looking at the book, but I didn't like the picture, so I'll try again. Oh yeah, that's a good one. There's the one with the little girl reading the book. That's a good one. Okay. Anyways, let's watch the movie. Well, let's watch the review from Nostalgia Critic. Alright, here we go. DisneyCember with Dog Walker.
So while I don't think I've talked a ton about it, I actually am kind of a big Peanuts fan. Okay, I don't resonate with it quite as much as other comic strips I grew up with, but I do acknowledge not only is it brilliant, but it's important. It in so many ways reflects childhood and different philosophies and understanding life, sometimes in an obvious way, sometimes in a subtle way, sometimes I don't even think they know the way that they're doing it. It just kind of reflects that abstract thought a lot of us have, both understanding the world and not understanding it at the same time. There's a really good YouTuber named Toonrific Tyreek that actually goes through a lot of the Peanuts specials and talks in much better detail than I can about why they're so special. I might want to check him out. Check that out. He pretty much sums up everything that I'm thinking in a much better way. Okay. I mention all this to emphasize what a huge undertaking making Peanuts the movie is. I mean, this isn't a Peanuts movie like Snoopy Come Home or Bon Voyage Charlie Brown or something like that. This is the Peanuts movie. That's almost like saying make a film called Just Life. All of life. Like, is that even possible? Can you do it? It's just too much to squeeze in an hour-and-a-half flick. With that said, for a movie I haven't seen since it came out back in 2015, the film is both a little better and, I don't want to say a little worse, but just as underwhelming as I remember. But here's the thing. For trying to make Peanuts the movie in 2015 from Blue Sky Studios, it's kind of amazing we got the film we did.
Yes, I think so.
Charlie Brown is once again the blockhead failure that never seems to catch a break. While he and his friends are enjoying the two greatest words ever said in childhood, Snow Day, they notice a new kid moving in. This is the famous little redhead girl who Charlie Brown immediately gets a crush on.
Yeah.
Most of the film is just him trying to figure out how to talk to her, approach her, even just get closer to her. Most of the film, he's very far away. While all his friends and even his dog Snoopy embark on their own small adventures.
Yes.
Okay, so first off, I really give this film credit that it does not try to have a beginning, middle, and end story. There is kind of a story. Like I said, Charlie Brown wants to talk to this girl, but the rest of it kind of works like a slice of life movie, like A Christmas Story or A Sandlot or one of those flicks.
Yeah.
A bunch of small vignettes sewn together that kind of remind you of moments when you were growing up and maybe you can relate to. All the other Peanuts movies that have come out have had a very clear story. Some a little looser than others, but most of them, there's a beginning, middle, and end. There's a goal to get towards that consumes most of the movie. I really give them credit that the story is really loose in this. For something called Peanuts the movie, it should be. The animation style for Blue Sky in 2015 is a very surprising and welcome departure.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with how they combine the 2D drawings with 3D animation, and it never feels like it's cheating. They
No
know where to
kidding.
put in drawn lines, but they also know what kind of textures to give the skin and Snoopy's fur. It both kind of looks three-dimensional but flat at the same time.
Yeah, it's
The
very good
characters all
animation.
seem on point too. You can tell the people who made this really have an understanding of the source material. I
Yeah,
have to keep
definitely.
reminding myself this came from the same studio as Lorax. Good God, this could have gone really bad.
I thought that was from
But I give both the
Illumination.
people who made this and the studio credit for allowing them to make something that, again, at the time was a little different. But yes, admittedly, it is trying to capture something that's very hard to capture because it's hard to even describe what it is. There is both kind of an obviousness and subtlety to Peanuts that's hard to explain. And the funny thing is, when I think back to the Christmas special, I think of this very low budget animation trying to capture the magic and majesty of Christmas. There is an immense charm to what they capture and what they miss about the holiday. Now, you have something that's kind of in reverse. You have this multi-million-dollar animation that's trying to capture the low-budget magic and majesty of these original specials. And
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
there is a charm to what they capture and what they miss.
I agree.
But it probably goes without saying, we're gonna admire something that has less but achieves more, and that is the original specials. For me, looking back years later, I mean, I literally haven't watched this since it came out. There's three things that stop this from being a great Peanuts movie. One is the backgrounds. These backgrounds are way too safe. And it's not even that they look bad, they just look like any animated film background. And Peanuts, while not always having the best backgrounds, would experiment, would play with the blank space, try new things with watercolors
true,
and
yeah.
different techniques. And sometimes they would play with techniques here, but not nearly enough. Not in a way that kind of reminds you of the memories of childhood, where they are kind of fuzzy, but also kind of beautiful at the same time. If they played with the backgrounds in different styles, the same way Across the Spider-Verse played with different backgrounds.
Well,
and
it came out
different
years
styles,
later, though.
I think this could have been possibly an amazing movie and evolving what Peanuts was. But again, these are the people who made the Lorax, completely missing the point of these simple
Again,
stories.
the
I
Lorax
really
is
have
by
to give credit of
Illumination.
what
This
they
is
got
Blue
right.
Sky.
Issue 2, that is admittedly a nitpick, but it does get in the way sometimes, is the pop songs. Music plays a big part in
I didn't have a
Peanuts,
problem
and
with
these
that.
songs and musical numbers and all these specials are usually really timeless, and just watching it again 8 years later, these songs already seem dated and out of place, but they don't use them that often, so I can't complain too much.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
other thing is the ending. I'll try not to go into too much detail, but when Charlie Brown and the little redhead girl do eventually talk, her dialogue just feels so phony. I'm not gonna say Peanuts dialogue doesn't always sound scripted, but there is a genuineness to it. Both a tough harshness, but also a simple beauty. And this dialogue feels like, well, what you'd usually hear out of a Blue Sky Studios film. This whole ending is so friggin' safe, I kept expecting Charlie Brown to wake up from a dream, like the bubble pops and we see reality. Like, that would be Peanuts to me. And instead of this overwhelming feeling of happiness and success, we would get something that's a little bit more bittersweet. Like, yeah, that's not entirely happy, but it's not entirely sad either. Again, I know it's only a few minutes in an hour and a half movie, but it is the last few minutes, and it does hurt the film greatly. But like I said before, the Peanuts movie in 2015 from Blue Sky Studios. I am legitimately impressed we got what we got. Is it
Me
what
too.
I would expect from something called the Peanuts movie that's supposed to encompass everything that the specials and the comic strip is? No, but it's not a betrayal of it either.
Yeah, I
It does understand the characters and the struggles they go through and tries its best to bring just a little slice of life to us, and I think it does a good job.
I think
If you're
so,
a
too.
Peanuts fan, I do recommend it. I think there's enough
Yes.
tributes to the original source material, but also a few additions that make it stand out a little bit. Not a
Yeah,
ton,
definitely.
but a little bit. I think in order for this movie to be great, we really did need them to take a lot more chances, but I think for the time period this came out, they did take a few, while still capturing the voice of what made these characters so special. It's definitely nothing
Yeah,
phenomenal, but sometimes Peanuts does need to be just a small story. And I think this is just a big enough small story to be worth your time.
I agree. Oh, Lucy and that damn football. Okay, well, that was worthwhile. Glad I saw that review. Yeah, pretty much in agreement with Doug Walker here. Um, I think the movie is better than he says it is. I mean, I don't think it's fantastic by any means. Like I haven't been like, oh, I gotta watch the Peanuts movie. I haven't seen it in so long. Like, but no, it's enjoyable. I like the movie a lot. It's a lot of fun. And that said, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell icon to add me to notifications. Um, yeah, I actually forgot what year it came out. I forgot it was 2015. It was. It's been a while. It's. I mean, I've watched a lot of the specials. I don't think I've watched every Peanuts special, but I've watched a lot of them. And I mean, we're big fans of them here. I just showed you those images. I'll actually go back to that again. Um, but yeah. Uh, okay. Well, I'll just show you these images while I talk because my wife needs to get something.
No, I'm telling you to hurry.
Okay,
The
she's
Christmas Carol, I got it ready.
okay. 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 I'll be ready when I can. Okay. I love you, sweetheart. So yeah, more of these images. There's a lot of these custom-made statues all over Santa Rosa and other cities within Sonoma County. There's a lot of them. But yeah, oh, I don't actually remember seeing this one. I don't. Where? Lake County? What? Lake County? No. Okay. Anyway, um, yeah, there's a lot of these all over the place. Even some that I don't think I've actually seen before. So I guess I haven't seen them all. But yeah, that said, yeah, we definitely love Charlie Brown, Snoopy, all of them here. So, once again, thank you so much for watching. I actually have another reaction video to another Peanuts oriented thing. It's a video I did in 2021 before my channel actually grew a lot faster with my Johnny Depp shorts. And it was a reaction to a Flash Gits animation. Those of you who are into animation probably have heard of Flash Gits. He's got a huge channel. He did an animation of Charlie Brown and Snoopy that actually gets really, really dark. Really funny parody. So maybe check that out. I think I'm actually going to edit a shortened version of this to put on TikTok as well. But anyways, that'll do it. I appreciate you watching. I will probably watch a Charlie Brown special during the Christmas season, I would assume. I mean, obviously, we all know the Great Pumpkin for the Halloween one, and there's a Thanksgiving one, and there's a whole bunch of them. But yeah, there was actually a special that came out in like 2007 or something. I don't remember what it was called, but that one was pretty funny. But this movie, I have to say, they did a good job. They did a really good job. I mean, the thing that had me concerned was that it was blue sky, and I don't know why Doug kept saying blue sky was behind the Lorax. I'm completely certain that was actually illumination, not blue sky. My concern with it being blue sky is that blue sky is behind the Ice Age movies. The first Ice Age movie is an incredible movie, but the sequels just really suck in comparison. So it's just like I'm a little concerned about that. But no, they did a great job with the Peanuts movie. Anyways, that'll do it. Thank you so much for watching.